Mr. Johnson is from Elgin. Went to Elgin Middle School. Also went to high school in Elgin.
Was he employed?
I don't know.
Chief, could you talk about the community and how fearful it was and how on edge it was during this whole time, and your thoughts as all that was going on and what you were trying to do to allay some of those fears?
Absolutely. The community played an important part, and we know that the community was scared and wanted answers. And times like this, we're always balancing getting out information to the community to put their minds at ease, but at the same time, not jeopardizing the case. So, although it's difficult, I think we've balanced that. We've been in communication with the community, the neighborhood association, meetings were organized, and we got out as much information as we could, again, without jeopardizing the case, which is the most important. But yes, it was a scared community. We haven't left that neighborhood since this crime has occurred, and I think communication has went well, although, you know, bringing someone to justice, you know, making an arrest obviously was the most important part, and that in and of itself has made the community much safer.
The murder charges include an allegation that the crime was exceptionally brutal and heinous and indicative of wanton cruelty, which means the sentencing range for murder could be extended beyond the normal 20 to 60-year range. Mr. Johnson is set to appear in Kane County Bond Court in a short time this morning to hear these charges. At that time, his bail will be set and his next court appearance will be determined. I must point out that the charges against Mr. Johnson are not proof of guilt. He is presumed innocent and is entitled to a fair trial in which it is the state's burden to prove his guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. I know many of you will have additional questions about this case, such as motive, the relationship between Lisa and the defendant, if any, the weapon used, other details about specific evidence, how authorities were led to Mr. Johnson, and Johnson's criminal history. However, we cannot get into those details at this time. That information will be revealed in the appropriate time, in the appropriate venue, which is in court filings or in front of a judge. I wish to extend my thanks to Elgin Police Chief Jeff Swoboda and his team for their hard work in solving this horrific crime. I know you worked many long hours and had long and sleepless nights over the last 17 days. I also wish to thank the community for its assistance. Key to a safe community is for its residents to take ownership. And ownership is taken when a community comes together in a crisis. I'm pleased that so many people rose not only to the defense of their community, but also to Lisa's defense, committed to justice and determined to ensure that she did not die in vain. Lastly, to Dash, Lisa's husband, and to Lisa's family and friends, I wish to tell you that although our work at the State Attorney's Office is just beginning, and although we have a lot of work ahead of us, I promise you that we will do our best to get justice for Lisa and for all of you.